Poder ficar com essa skin aqui. Eu quero ficar com essa skin, cara. Eu tô aí, muito. Não, pau play. Já caí, velho.
Oi, minha galera, aqui é a Laura com o Lucas.
É, eu tô controlando agora. E é um salve pra todos os criadores aqui, ó. Olha o nome de cada um. Por criar esse mapa.
Ninguém sabe o nome, viu?
Tá aqui, ó. É só você botar o pause e ver.
Moeste, salve.
Porque vai demorar muito pra voltar, porque o mapa é mais ou menos grande.
Lagado?
Não, o mapa não tá muito grande.
Tá.
Capenga! Eu levei um susto bem agora, não sei porquê. Onde eu tô?
Começando em um mapa.
When you're ready to listen to the tape, sit down on the chair and press play on the recording.
Okay.
I'll turn the lights out so you can see the screen better. Good morning, my name is Dr. Ian. I will be in charge of your therapy from now on. I've already read your file, but I'd like to hear the story directly from you.
Bota assim mesmo, gente.
What would you prefer to be called in these sessions? Jim. Okay, Jim, let's start, shall we? I want you to explain to me what happened on the night of the incident.
Cala a boca, pessoal.
You won't believe it. The other 5 therapists didn't.
I'm not here to believe, Jim. I'm here to listen.
It originated from when I was 9 years old. That was over 20 years ago, but I still remember that night like it was yesterday. It was 2:15 in the morning. I woke up. I could feel something watching me. Lightning struck near my windows. The silhouette of a man was projected across the room. That was when I got out of bed and went to my parents' room, which was across the hall.
Tô com essa luz. Tá piscando.
Mano, que chato isso.
There was something wrong about this. The bed was made perfectly, not a single crease. I thought that they might be watching TV in the living room, so I went to investigate. I flushed the toilet. That always annoyed them. All of the lights in the house were off except mine. I wasn't tall enough to reach the light switches yet. That was the moment I saw it. It scared me. It appeared for less than a second and I haven't heard a more horrifying scream since then. There were no words in my mind that could even describe what I heard. I continued to the living room on the right to search for my parents.
Eu Rauli.
Yeah!
Não sei falar, gente, mas...
The living room was dark, but I could tell my parents weren't there. So I continued to check the rest of the house for them. I turned on the television to see if the last channel that they watched would give me any clues as to where they were. I turned on the television to see if the last channel that they watched would give me any clues as to where they were. The hallways were dark. It felt like splinters were study on the back of my neck. There was a small blood splatter on the floor. It was strange, as there was nothing around to cut yourself on. It gave me the urge to check the kitchen. I remembered the stairgate. I always used to sneak downstairs at night to eat all of the food in the fridge. So my dad put in a stairgate and locked it at night. They kept a key in the attic. They knew I would never go up there. I never liked the attic. It was dark. The light had been broken for years. Even my dad didn't want to go near spiders that big. I knew they hid the key in one of the chests somewhere.
Ai, mano, meu pior medo tá aqui comigo. Deveria escolher o terror.
Tem um escrever?
Que?
Aí, ó, escrever.
Opa. Ainda bem que você viu. Como é que você viu?
Vou escrever, vou ver.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Nada. Deve estar vazio, né? E quando você pega um ele tá enchendo. Aqui tem que ter alguma coisa.
Não tem do baú no mundo? Aqui mas não tem nada.
Something was wrong. The spiders shouldn't have been moving around that much.
Deixa eu andar, mano.
I remember hearing the door slam. My parents weren't upstairs and I didn't hear the stairgate open. The footsteps started to fade away. I didn't know whether or not it left, but I started to walk towards the exit anyway.
Parou. Dê pra eu colocar isso aqui num bloco de outro que quer zagar? Que é do bloco aqui?
I unlocked the stairgate and I heard a bellowing roar from downstairs. It might have been nothing, maybe just my imagination. I really felt like returning to bed. I did, but I continued anyways. This wasn't my house. I checked to see if I was dreaming by pinching myself. The pain was all too real. The hallway seemed to go on forever, but I could see something at the end. I continued onwards.
Não abre, então vou ter que ir pra frente mesmo. Sangue.
And there they were, my parents, slumped up against the wall of an empty room that I didn't recognise, lifeless. There was blood everywhere. I tried to cry, I tried to scream, but I couldn't. My breath, my soul, nothing could escape my body, not even a tear. It was too much to take in. I heard a noise behind me. I couldn't take my eyes off my parents, but I knew I had to turn around. I had to see the thing that did this to them. I looked down the hallway, and there was nothing to be seen. No lights, no doors, just darkness. As I moved further and further down the hallway, I thought, could this just be some horrible dream? A deranged nightmare? A trick? No, it can't be. I started to feel it again. The breathing on the back of my neck. I froze. I couldn't move. I started to turn around. I couldn't control it. I just started turning. There was no noise, just silence and the darkness. Darkness was what scared me the most. The only thing keeping me from shutting my eyes was the anticipation, even though I knew what was behind me. It let out a deafening scream, and then it disappeared again. And then the feelings came back. I could feel the pain again. I started to feel dizzy. Then darkness, nothingness, no feeling, no fear, just the dark. I woke up with a sharp pain on the back of my head and surrounded by the police. I lived with my aunt from then on. Not even a month after I moved in with her, she sent me here. I don't blame her. Even I wouldn't have been able to put up with the screaming.
And that's where you punched the tape recorder.
So, do you believe it?
Of course I believe it, Jim. It was a very interesting story.
Can I ask you one thing, Doctor?
Ask away, Jim.
Why did you come here? I requested dozens of other therapists, and you were the only one to come.
Ah, that's where this gets interesting, Jim. I wanted to hear the story from your point of view. My point of view was rather, let's say, dull.
Wait, what do you mean by your point of view?
Well, Jim, waiting outside your house for days on end, watching you and your parents, seems rather boring in my opinion. I've already said too much. I think it's time to, let's say, tie up loose ends.
Sai, bicho ruim. Não! Não! Eu vi na mão. Gente, eu gostei do mapa. Eu gostei.
Não consegui jogar, não, tá muito pouco. Não consegui jogar.
Quer jogar?
Não, outro mapa.
É, a gente vai ter 2 especial. Eu pedi pra gente jogar, né? Tá, todo mundo viu.
Mas olha crachado.
Tá, gente, eu vou ter outro mapa de Halloween. Então, esse vídeo vai acabar por aqui.